What's up, buddy? Go ahead and put on some tunes while we wait for this one to get started. A little bit of music. Never hurt anybody. Oh, my mic is working over on that. Okay, so it looks like we are doing pretty good here tonight as we are off into heat race number 1. Is Mark ready for the heat? All right, we don't need tunes. We're getting ready for tonight's heat race number 1. Let's go ahead and see who is starting on the pole. Looks like Landon Moody out there with the quick time here tonight in that number 84 machine. He's got that strawberry cream Dr. Pepper flow racing number 84. Let's go ahead and hit up that starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight, Landon Moody. He's got that quick time with Bradley starting second. Going to be Brandon in that number 4 position. What is Brandon's last name? We got a couple new follows, by the way. Landon, thank you for appreciate that. All right, so it's going to be Brandon in that number 3 spot. Zach Lovelace in 4th. Going to be Tommy in 5th. Landon Peterson in 6th. Alexander Swift in 7th. Eric Gann 8th. Scott Holmes 9th. And Liz Sheehan in that number 10 position. Looks like Alexander did not grid up as we look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Let me know, guys. Who do you think is going to win this one? What's up, Dylan? Green flag is out as Moody gets on the gas out of turn number 4. Moody going to lead the way down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Bradley in 2nd. Brandon 3rd. Lovelace 4th. They're going to get single filed out pretty quick here tonight as they come down the back straightaway. Top 5 going to transfer into tonight's feature here tonight as we got a battle back here right around that 5th spot. The 25 of Landon Peterson on that bubble. He's got a ton of pressure coming from behind. Here comes Tommy Sweeney looking down low in that number 19 machine. Yeah, I don't like the camera angles here. That's a better one. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, single file. Can Tommy Sweeney find a way around that number 25? Looks like Lovelace putting the pressure on Brandon Stewart just ahead, but everybody's staying single file. Those guys know they're in. As they come out of 2, ooh, big hit on the wall. Big hit on the wall by Brandon Stewart. That's going to allow Lovelace to get up underneath the battle for 3rd as they come into turn number 4. Drag race down the front straightaway. Looked like Brandon drifted a little high up there in that number 21. Scrapes the wall, opens the door wide open for Lovelace. Oh, we got another one loose. That's going to be Tommy Sweeney. He's going to save it as Landon's getting pressure for the lead. Battles all over the track as they come out of turn number 4 down into 1 and 2. So good racing here so far at Kern. We hear you in the lobby. Hear you in the lobby, he said. Oh, we got a yellow. Looks like we got a caution flag. Go take a look and see what happened here. Oh, the 25.
Out of 2.
25 just absolutely killed him. He's going to go ahead and get that EOL. Oh, is he gonna pull off? Does the 25 to 25 pull off? He is definitely getting that EOL here tonight in that number 25. All right, that one is going to be on the 25. He came down and got into the 19, got the 19 turned around into the wall. So he is going to be getting that EOL.
He killed me.
Yeah, it was borderline manslaughter.
I got no intentions of really passing you, Landon, so let's just go.
But yeah, he just kind of came off the wall. That happens. Are you going to make it back out, Tommy, or are you running the consi?
I'm running the consi. I got 5.5 minutes.
Scott, you gonna catch the pack?
You got a copy 84.
Do whatever it says. If it's inside the second half, it usually does single file. Does it say single file or double file? All right, looking for the green flag this time by as they stack them up 2 by 2. Scott Helms trying to catch the field in that number 41. Oh, wow. Landon did you no favor, Scott. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Landed out pro. A little bit of contact there. What a save by Lovelace.
33.
What a save by Lovelace. Here comes Brandon down low. Lovelace with a beautiful save as he got in the side of, into the back side of Bradley after he got in the back of him. Wow, that's a mouthful, but you guys know what I'm saying. So Brandon got into Zach, Zach got into Bradley, and somehow they all saved it as Bradley is completely sideways out of turn number 2. These guys trying to get it figured out here as the top 5 going to transfer. And look at this, Eric Gann on that bubble spot as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Can Eric keep that transfer spot? Scott Helms has moved up to 6 as it looks like Clint shoots up the track. I'll tell you what, Clint is having a good run here, staying up with these guys pretty good, but they're going to get 2 to go at the line. 2 to go at the line as Landon leads it. Here comes Lovelace after that contact. He's going to get up underneath the 89. He's looking for second. Ooh, big hit out of Bradley out of turn number 2. Bradley struggling with that car. It seems a little loose out of turn number 2. What's up, Justin? As they come down the line, Lovelace with a bobble. Lovelace up to second as we get the white flag. White flag into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Brandon and Bradley side by side out of 2. Bradley almost gets the wall again. He's got his hands full as they head through 3 and 4. Brandon going to slide into that number 3 spot as it's going to be Landon, Lovelace, Brandon, and Bradley, and Eric going to the feature.
Sorry about that contact on the restart 33.
That was some crazy racing
All
there.
good, man. All good. No worries.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, guys, let's get ready for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole here tonight. Overall, guys, good heat 1. Good heat 1. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you for the share, Justin, by the way, and the like. As Jacob's going to start on the pole here in heat race number 2 with Waylon in second. Going to be Zach T. Smith in that number 3 spot. Timothy in 4th. I didn't have to tell Landon, but I want to make sure. I tell you, Jacob, I think you know it, but just make sure you start anywhere from the middle of 3 and 4 on out. Don't start before that. All right, so it is going to be Zach in that number 3 spot. Timothy 4th. JD 5th. John Ott in 6th. It's going to be Brody in 7th. Shane Haas 8th. And Micah in 9th. All right, top 5 going to transfer here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. Cody, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Going to be Jacob with the lead heading into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Waylon in second. Zach Smith in throw. Sideways out of Waylon. Waylon having to hold on to that thing as we got contact for third. Timothy looks up underneath the 24 of Zach Smith. You're going to wonder how Zach is going to handle that one as there was definitely contact for that number 3 spot. The 24 all over the back of the number 88 of Timothy out of turn number 4. He better go run down that drive-through and get himself a chicken biscuit real quick in that number 88 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Timothy's going to dig out of turn number 4. Jacob leads the way as we get 2 laps in the books. Zach Smith in second. J.D. McGee on the bubble spot in that number 5 spot. Shane Haas in that number 2 machine putting the pressure on J.D. trying to race his way in. Micah John. So John Ott's definitely somebody to watch out for. What's up, Ox? I laughed at your kicking ass over on Facebook. Here comes Shane Haas looking low on JD as head through turn number 1 and 2. Jay gonna dig down low. Oh, JD sideways. Shane gets into him. Big wreck out of turn number 2. Caution flag is out. Katie just got loose. Oof. Oh, I was just telling everybody you just got loose right there. That's what caused it. Oof. Nowhere for Shane to go. JD hard to the wall. John got a piece of that. Micah got a piece of that. We got a couple guys All right. If anybody needs some time on pit road, just let me know so I don't shorten it. Let these guys know when it's 2 to go. Caution laps do not count in the heat races only. They do count in the features. So if you guys need to take sit in there an extra lap, take it. You don't have to come out, run around, and go back in. All right, so Jacob Alf. Mike, are you coming back out? I was just wondering. I wasn't in a big hurry. All right, so it's going to be Jacob. All right, so Mike is going to make it back out. It didn't put your lap down, so you're still on the lead lap. We're going to go green this time, guys. Do whatever it says. All right, sitting in turn 3 with my buddy Clint, right? Looking for the green flag. Eric, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Just noticed that. Eric, thank you for the share. Ox, thank you for the like as we look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Who's it going to be here tonight in heat race number 2? He'll clean up. He'll clean up, or he'll pack and drop. It is common. It happens a lot. Jacob out front leads the way. Waylon second. Timothy third. Zach in fourth as Shane Haas sits in that number 5 spot. Shane definitely playing it a lot as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway to turn number 1 and 2. Guys, if you don't know where he is and you happen to get into him, if you don't know where he is and you happen to get into him, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. This is going to be a quick one. John just went around. I think it was because Shane was blinking. All right, so it's going to be a quick caution here. Harold, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I don't know what the heck is going on with my frames. That is weird. Okay, so I had a little bit of a issue there with my frames for a second. Not really sure what happened there. I've been messing with my settings a lot. Clint, thank you for the like and the share. Appreciate that. As we're going to go ahead and make this one to go really quick. We're going to get them stacked up 2 by 2. Looking for the green flag this time by. Hey, Mark, could you keep an eye on Shane and let him know if it gets real bad? All right, looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Yeah, there's usually some smoke or tire marks on the track. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 4 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Waylon in second, Timothy third, Zach Smith in fourth. Shane Haas has seemed to clean up his internet just a tick as they come out of turn number 2 down into turn number 3 and 4. 3 laps to go. Jacob trying to pull away, but Waylon is not, or Waylon. Is it Waylon or Waylon? Waylon. Somebody let me know. As he sits there in that number 2 position as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Jacob Carr leading the way. Here comes the 130. Oh, he gets the wall out of turn number 4. Tried to put the throttle down and get to the outside of the number 88. Couldn't quite get there. I mean, he's got to feel like he's seeing doubles right now. He's got an 88 in front of him and an 88 behind him as Timothy is closing the gap in that Bojangles number 88. Through turn number 3 and 4. They're going to get that white flag. 1 lap to go for Jacob Carr as they head into 1 and 2. He's going to lead the way. We're watching that battle for second as Timothy is digging in. And Waylon's going to get a little bit sideways out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3. It's going to be single file as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, they're going to keep it out the wall. It's going to be Jacob Carr, Waylon Robinson, Timothy Mesmer, Zach Smith, and Shane Haas rounding out the field. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 2. It is going to be Tyler Tomasi in that number 1 position, followed by Fireball in second. Going to be Dylan Hartman in that number 3 position, Robert in 4th. Going to be Harold Ralph in 5th, Mark Thrash in 6th, Aaron Langworthy in 7th. Aaron Ote in that number 8 position. Ron in 9th, and last qualifier there is not in the session. Mossy, just a reminder, middle of 3 and 4 on out is when you can go. All right, looking for the green flag. Looking for that green flag as Tomasi leads the way in that number 20. As they come down the first straightaway, Ron taking a nod here. I got you. We're used to it by now. All right, into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag as they come out of turn number 4. When is Tomasi going to fire him off? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Tomasi leads the way down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Fireball looking low. He doesn't have anything for him as they get single file for the top 4, top 5 as Harold Ralph holds that bubble spot. Here comes the trash can all over the back of the 51. Langworthy's going to set it in. He gets into Harold. Somehow they're going to keep it straight out of turn number 4. Harold's not going to be happy with that as Aaron pushed up in turn number 3 and 4. Will he return the favor as they come out of turn number 2? Top 4 all close together. Gets the ball. Then he kills. Absolutely kills Harold. So that one's going to be on Aaron as the caution flag comes out here. Harold Ralph just nowhere to go. Oof, absolutely killed. Break it. Oh, that's a big hit. That is a big hit as Aaron's going to take that EOL. I'll go ahead and give Aaron that EOL. He already knew it anyway. As the caution flag came out once again here tonight. All right, so we're going to get re-racked and restacked. Hopefully Harold is all right, can race his way up. As Tomasi going to lead the way. Harold, are you pitting or no? All right, going green, guys. Do what it says. All right, down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Tomasi leading the way in that number 26 machine. Once again, user 502, thank you for the follow. Janet, thank you for the follow. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Tomasi on the gas. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Tomasi leads the way. He's got Fireball over the back of him, but he's going to pull him just a little bit on entry into turn number 1 and 2. Good run out, but Fireball going to try to dig back in on him. We're going to jump back here for that battle for third as Dylan and Robert try to duke it out for that number 3 position. They're going to get single file as Fireball finally gets in line. We got Aaron Ote in that number 5 position, but he's got Mark Thrash all over the back of him out of turn number 2. We're going to get a battle for that final transfer spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Thrash looking low. Aaron's going to cut down a little bit, try to put the block. You got to be careful here. This is a big track. It's definitely loose. Too much blocking can definitely put you in a bad position where you can get past, or the car behind him could definitely close the gap. Looks like Harold is done for this race. He's going to be going off to the Conti. That is unfortunate for him as we watch the battle for the transfer spot. Top 4 are single file, watching the battle for 5th. Aaron in that number 8, he has it. Mark Thrash in the 38 wants it as they come out of turn number 2. A little bit of loose out of turn number 2 out of Ote as Thrash is all over the back of him. Thrash really putting the pressure on him as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Can Thrash find a way around him? We're going to get on the cockpit, just give you an idea how close it is for these guys as they come down the back straightaway. Thrash is going to try to get up underneath him in turn number 3. Will he move him? Maybe a little bit of contact. Aaron up the track. Thrash putting the pressure. Thrash going to have to back out of it as we got a battle behind him. We got a battle for second as Hartman is looking for that number 2 spot. But we're going to keep an eye on this transfer spot as Aaron's into the wall down the back straightaway. Here comes Mark Thrash. Betty moves him. Mark Thrash up to the final transfer spot. Aaron trying to get back to that bumper. Let's get back to the battle for second as Fireball's going to close the door on Dylan, but they're still side by side out of turn number 2. Dylan down low. Fireball trying to really pinch as they head through 3 and 4. Good save out of Dylan. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Will Dillon pushes up in the track, returning the door back to Fireball as they come out of 2. He's going to be sideways. What a race for second as they head into turn number 3. Aaron's going to get in there hard. They're going to get the door out of turn number 4. Who's going to be at the line? It's going to be Tomasi, Fireball, Hartman, Robert, and Thrash going to the feature. All right, we're going to check. JD just told me to check it. We're going to go check that as we get ready for tonight's Conti. Look at that. We got a poll for Scott Holmes. All right, let's get ready for the green flag as we get ready for... All right, what did he do? What did he do? Ooh, Harold out there with the $20. Appreciate it, Harold. Definitely appreciate that. Harold supporting the stream. Or sorry, JD, thank you for that. Appreciate it. JD out there with the $20. Sorry. Scott Holmes starting on the pole. Micah in second. Aaron in third. Gonna be Clint in fourth. John in fifth. Gonna be Langworthy in that number 6 position. Landon Peterson 7th. JD in 8th. Gonna be Ron in that number 9 spot. Tommy in 10th. Brody 11th. Harold Ralph in 12th. Then it's gonna be Ron Gilbert rounding out the field. Everybody else is not running. Top 5 transfer guys. You got 15 laps to get to that top 5. Time to blow the main, choke it, right? I'll tell you what. Thank you for the like, Tyler. This is actually some pretty good racing. I don't know if you saw the battle behind you. All right, so Scott Helms had some unfortunate luck last week. Won it, but we had an unfortunate situation in the Conti and an iRacing issue in timing. Took him out of the feature. So hopefully gets a little redemption here tonight as he leads it into turn number 2. Out of turn number 2, Clint going the wrong way in a hurry as there's contact further back. He's going to fall back in the pack, trying to stay out of the way. Right now, it's all about turning laps for the number 69 and keeping him clean. He's definitely starting to pick up the pace a bit. Let's go check on the battle for that number 5 spot as the 25 goes around. The caution flag is out. All right, Cody, I might need help with this one. He was under there, but I mean, it was close on whether or not. All right, we're gonna get a second opinion on this one. Well, yeah, I think that was a little bit of take and take there is what I'm thinking. And I mean, it got his bumper. It was so close. It was so close. That's why I asked Cody his opinion. All right. Right? And we'll give Clint like 2 laps to the plus. All right. We're going to re-rack them, restack them as they head into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to try to get this race in. Definitely appreciate that, JD. That helps me out immensely right now. As these guys stack it up 2 by 2, going to look for that green flag. All right, pace car going to drop in onto pit road. When is Scott Helms going to fire him off as they're side by side? Out of turn number 4. He's taking him slow. Green flag is out. Helms waited on it. Everybody patient as they head towards turn number 1. Scott Holmes leads it. Micah in that number 2 position. Aaron in 3rd as they come. Contact as Aaron is up on John. John's not going to take the push, and he's going to push back as they come down the back straightaway. John Ott in that number 4 spot as Tommy is now up underneath him in that number 19. Langworthy had some speed too. Can he race his way in? Ooh, 19 down on the apron. Almost loses it. He's going to lose that spot as the 25 goes around as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to keep it single or double file back here for that number 5 position. Going to be Langworthy trying to race his way in. Tommy has it on the inside as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Oh, Harold smokes the wall out of turn 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. JD trying to race his way up into number 7 as they're side by side on a turn number 4. This is going to be a race for that transfer spot. If these guys can get that pressure put back on the 19, it actually looks like the 19 is going to put the pressure on John Ott. John Ott in that number 73 trying to hold on. This could be a big battle for those 2 transfer spots here as they come down the back front straightaway into turn number 1. 6 laps into this one, almost halfway as Tommy is looking for a little bit of cushion here as he looks up underneath John Ott. Can't quite get there as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, looks like something happened to Clint. Clint is out of this one as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Here comes Tommy looking for 4th. Tommy's going to dive it into turn number 1 and 2. John's going to need to get down as quick as he can. Needs to get single file because Aaron is coming in a hurry in that number 91. They get single file. That could be the possibly the best thing that had happened to that number 73 as it stands right now. And I don't know why Aaron is pitching it so far off the wall down the front straightaway. So things have calmed down a bit, but Aaron and JD, Harold Ralph, all closing the gap on that final transfer spot. Could we end up with a 4-way battle for 5th here tonight? As they come across the line, going to be 9 laps complete. These guys got 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Ooh, Tommy's sideways. Tommy is sideways as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Aaron Langworthy, putting the pressure on John Ott. We got a battle for the transfer spot. Remember, these 2 got together in the heat race. This is why both of them are out, as John is going to go ahead and let Aaron back around out of 2, move Aaron into that transfer spot. Here comes JD McGee as Harold Ralph looks up underneath him. JD's going to ship it on the outside. Almost gets the ball out of turn number 4. John's going to try to set his sights on Aaron. Aaron made a few mistakes in the heat race. He might be hoping that number 91 makes a mistake and gives him that spot back. We're going to find out. Let's go, Ralph, says Harold. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, going to be 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go as the first person going home. Battle is picking up for that number 6 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2. Out of turn 2. Drag race down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. JD. Oh, JD gets the apron a little bit. Oh, he gets a big hit. Big hit. Oh, caution flag comes out. Caution flag. Yeah, I was watching. He got a little bit of the apron. Really, ultimately, when I take another look at it, it's more of a racing deal, but, yeah, that was bad. I think JD's done anyway. Car's gotta be dead. Boom! Big hit. You're gonna be sore tomorrow. That was a big hit. Yeah, I do top 3. I do top 3 at the end. I'll tell you what, no safer barrier either. You know that one would have hurt in real life. All right, we're going to go ahead and go green, guys. We're going to go green. It's probably going to be single file because caution laps don't count. All right, down into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for the green flag. This time, Bias Scott Holmes leads the way into turn number 3. 2-lap shootout here as Scott Helms takes the lead coming across the line. Bodied for sure, Miller, for sure. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be Scott Helms out front, Micah in second, Aaron third. We got a battle for fourth as Langworthy is trying to move his way up. We got 2 Aarons in here, so out of turn number 4, white flag is out. 1 lap to go as the battle for fourth is heating up. I'll tell you what, there is one person rooting for that battle for fourth. It's going to be John Ott. He's on the outside looking in as they come down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4, one last time. Oh, Aaron. Yeah, I don't blame him for being a little upset. I had to, Aaron. You just flat ran over him. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get yeah, normally I wouldn't have done the EOL just because of the strategy behind this race. All right, it's going to be lit. Did you actually make the feature? Oh, it shows you in there. All right, it's going to be Landon Moody on the pole here tonight. Jacob Carr in second. Going to be Tomasi in third. Going to be Zach Lovelace in that number 4 spot. Waylon in 5th. Joshua in 6th. Brandon in 7th. Timothy in 8th. Going to be Dylan in that number 9 position. Bradley 11th. Zach in 11th. Going to be Robert in that number 12 position. Followed by Eric in 13th. Shane Haas in 14th. Going to be Mark Thrash in 15th, Scott Helm 16th, Micah 17th, Aaron 18th, Harold Ralph 19th, John Ott in 20th. All right, so 19 cars set to do battle here tonight. We're going to do both these laps because I was going through the lineup. No. Normally I don't do that, but Aaron had been a part of a caution in the heat race and then just flat out drove that guy. I just felt like it was the only fair thing to do to give him a penalty. Yeah, he wrecked him and he took Tommy out of a transfer spot, just drove through him. I mean, I like Aaron, but that was the second or third big mistake he had made. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Going to be Landon Moody out front. When is he going to fire off? Green flag is out. Landon on the gas. Jacob's going to give him the room. Does Landon a favor as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Tomasi down low looking for second. Jacob might be regretting letting off as Jacob hits the wall out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Brandon Stewart down low looking up underneath Jacob. Jacob might be stuck on that outside. He's going to scrape the wall again as Lovelace tries to follow him down the front straightaway. That's going to open the door for Hartman. Hartman going to dig down low out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, into turn number 3 and 4. Jacob going to get a little bobble on entry there. He is struggling up on that high side. He might be trying to conserve a bit. He might want to get behind these guys, thinking they want to race a little bit harder as Hartman is trying to move forward as he gets up underneath Brandon Stewart. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. We got Hartman working his way forward as Landon Moody and Tomasi lead this one down the front straightaway. It's going to be interesting to see how things go. A lot of you guys might not know Tyler Tomasi, a real super late model driver out of New England. Up there in that number 2 spot. Will he be able to save these tires better than these guys? It'd be interesting to see what they can do as they come across the line to complete lap number 4. Strategy, strategy, strategy. If this one goes green for a long stretch, these guys are definitely going to have to pit tonight as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Single file for the top. For most of the field, everybody kind of patient right now, biding their time, knowing it's a long race here. We got a little bit of racing back here in the middle of the pack as it looks like Robert had a little bit of an issue. Gets it going back straight as they head through turn number 3 and 4. I'm not sure what happened there. We got a battle just ahead here. Who is that? That's going to be the 89 of Bradley looking to get around Jacob Carr. I really think Jacob Carr is thinking about those tires as Fireball going to look up underneath Dylan Hartman for that number 3 position. So much going on, so much to keep track of as they come out of turn number 4 to the line. Fireball going to get back in line knowing it is a long race here tonight. Oh, I just seen the GGs. Thank you, Ox. Sorry about that, not seeing it earlier. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, going to be 8 laps complete. 8 laps complete as these guys try to figure out where they belong. Who's our biggest mover on the track right now? Bradley's got to be our biggest, furthest move, further up front mover. He's up 4 spots in the 89. Here comes Fireball looking low, but not on purpose. I think he had Brandon Stewart looking to the outside, kind of put him in a spot, almost forced Fireball to look up underneath Dylan. They get single file. These guys going to try to be patient as it stands right now as Tomasi rolls in that second spot. Looks like Hartman is trying to put the pressure on him. Nose to tail for the leaders as they come out of turn number 4. These guys need to take care of these tires. 100 laps, no tire changes. They got to run what they brung, so to speak. Vandenberg, thank you for the like as they come out of turn number 2. Oh, I think Fireball just got the wall there. So Joshua in that number 22. He is running hot here tonight in that number 4 spot. You can't take him out of contention. This kid seems to always be there at the end, even on tracks he doesn't like. Oh, Dylan Hartman sideways as Bradley is back here knocking down the wall in that number 89. Ooh, he's going to look to the outside. They won't give him the inside. He'll dig to the top of the 89 as he gets outside of Brandon Stewart for that number 5 position. Bradley looking for the top 5 as they come out of turn number 2. Ooh, he gets sideways up there on the top as Brandon definitely okay with giving the room he needs if he wants to be that aggressive. These guys are going to let him burn off those tires. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Bradley digging forward. He's got that outside digging for real. Down out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. That is impressive. I didn't expect to see any passing on the outside quite like that, and Bradley is definitely making it work. Oh! He gets into Harmon. Harmon goes around. Caution flag comes out. Caution, caution, caution. You're going to see he's just going to get the run here and just get into the back. Oh! That is unfortunate. Dylan Hartman goes around. Fireball into him, but I think Hartman is going to be the one going to the back. So is Bradley. Cody going to get on top of that. Appreciate you, Cody. As we get the first caution flag of tonight. Cody knows about mistakes. Look at his name. He can't even spell it right. All right, so we got a couple guys going to be taking advantage of fuel. Guys, we're going to let these cautions. I know it sucks. We're going to let these cautions run out because everybody's going to be on a little bit different strategy. So we're going to let it run out. There are 2 junk cars. And they weren't that bad, honestly. I think Fireball's okay. I think everybody did a good job. You guys did a good job, though, locking it down. I don't think Fireball or Dylan got much damage, if any. All right, so we got 2 to go. 2 to go as they come down into turn number 1 and 2. I said you guys did a good job controlling that and locking it down because I think nobody else got caught up other than you two, and you both didn't get any damage. So, good job locking down the brakes. That's what I'm saying. Bobby, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. Should be getting one to go this time by one to go. Landon Moody out front as it looks like Tomasi going to get to that outside. We're going to see how this one rolls. Can Tomasi anticipate the start of Landon Moody? Landon Moody, one of those ones that, I'll tell you what, there's more variation. He's got more options in his restarts than he does angles in his steering wheel. As they come out of turn number 2, going to go green flag this time by. So Moody in the number 84 controlling this restart. He's going to roll it in at about 44 miles per hour as they roll through turn number 3 and 4. When will he fire off? Green flag is out. Wow. Stewart was all over the back bumper of Moody as they came out of turn 4. Moody going to have a fantastic jump as Tomasi might be stuck on the outside. He's going to get a great run, though, out of turn number 2. He's going to get back in that number 2 spot. I don't think Brandon was too worried about just getting in line as these guys get single file up front pretty quick once again. Some of these guys in the back might be a little bit more desperate as we see Shane Haas digging on the outside. He is up 7 positions in that number 2 as he digs out of turn number 2. So Shane Haas making moves, and don't count out Lovelace. If Lovelace is in the top 5 at the end of this one, he has definitely got a chance to win this one. Looks like Fireball wants that number 3 spot as he looks up underneath. Stewart, a little bit of netcode there. That was definitely netcode, just so you know, netcode. As they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Fireball going to take that number 2 spot. Or 3 spot. He's going to slide up as they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It looks like everybody's going to keep it going straight as Mark Thrash might be playing the gas-saving role here tonight. He knows everybody else has got to pit. Could he be saving gas? Let's see who pitted. So our pits are going to be Eric and Bradley, but Bradley had no choice but to pit. Will, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As they come out of turn number 2, looks like Tomasi and Moody trying to pull away from the crowd as Fireball and Brandon are trying to duke it out a little bit for that number 3 position. Fireball trying to hold on, but how about Shane Haas's row? Man. 21 going to get into the back of Fireball. Fireball's going to take a big hit from behind. We're going to go back and take a look and see what exactly happened. All right, we're done. All right, I am going to mute chat. I might not even mute chat. If any of you two say any more, I'm just going to boot you. When he hit you, I called it. It was netcode. He wasn't even close. Just so you know. That one is definitely on you. You got into the back of him. If you got into the back of him, you didn't spin, we wouldn't have a problem. But you definitely get the EOL for cause caution. Do it under green, guys. That was the same thing as miking up again, as far as I'm concerned. All right, so we're going to get a Marie stacked up, re-racked up. I'd hit it. Oh, that's not what you were asking. Definitely got some damage up there. Watch your temperatures. All right. right, we're going to come out of turn at number 4. Let's see if we get that one to go this time by. It's going to be one to go. We're going to re-rack them, restack them. As they head into turn number 1 and 2. If it was under green, I wouldn't have booted them. Can't hit people under caution. That's not racing. All right, looking for the green flag into turn number. I told him to shut up, so his answer was to hit somebody. So that's why he got booted. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Moody's going to get out front. Tomasi in second as Jacob Carr and Lovelace battle it out for that number 3 spot. Lovelace going to give it to Jacob Carr. Yeah, it was under caution. If it was, that's why I said, leave it for under green. If you want to hit somebody under green, the worst you're going to get to DOL. Oh, we got Aaron sliding up the track. Oh, he's going to get into Harold Ralph. They're going to keep it straight as Timothy tries to thread the needle. They're going to keep it straight out of turn number 2. That was some craziness there as they headed to turn at number 3 and 4. As Timothy tries to roll up forward, he's going to put the pressure on Aaron Ote as they headed to 1 and 2. Timothy trying to roll up towards the front as Landon Moody continues to lead the way. Tomasi in second, Jacob Carr, Zach Lovelace, and Zach Smith in that top 5. That's a lot of Zachs in the top 5, I'm telling you. Shane Haas has moved his way up 8 spots, now up to that number 6 position as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes Hartman. Hartman going to look up underneath Shane Haas. He got turned around. He's come from the back, moving his way back to the front as they come out of turn number 4. I'm actually surprised Hartman did not. Oh, well, he didn't go all the way back, so that's probably why he didn't take some gas. As they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. He got it straight, and the caution came out right after as Moody leads the way. Tyler Tomasi second, Jacob Carr third, Zach Lovelace fourth, Zach Smith then 5th. Zach says, I want to be the fastest Zach here. Zach Smith says, I want to be the faster Zach. Looks up underneath Lovelace. Can't get it to stick. They're going to get back in line. So top 6, you could throw a blanket over them, and I'll tell you what, 7th isn't too far back as Hartman's going to look up underneath Smith. Oh, he's going to get into Smith. Smith goes around. Smith goes around. Caution flag is out. Well, I got to say, most of these calls are correct. All right, this one's going to be on Hartman. Hartman's going to... All right, so that one's going to be on Hartman. That one's going to be on Hartman as Cody goes ahead and gives him that EOL. As we get the caution flag here once again tonight. 36 laps into this one. You got to be careful when you say that when we got New England guys in here, you know, especially that Tomasi guy. I was just picking on Tomasi. I talk smack to him in street stock races, and all the New England guys yell at me, and then they talk smack to him. All right, out of turn number 4. Are we going to get that one to go? These guys are playing. This is going to be interesting and where this is going to put gas here tonight. I wonder if these guys are shutting off their cars or clutching it. Anthony, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. As Dylan's going to throw that apology as he got into the back of the 24. You know, that's just one of those things. They got together a little bit. They kind of came together in the middle of the corner, so a little bit on both of them. But the follow through out is kind of what caused that to be on Hartman. And these guys are just nice today. All right, we're going to get them stacked up, get them ready for green flag once again. I think we're coming to 1 to go. Hopefully. Are we going to get it? We are. Oh, yeah. All right, this is boring. Come on, iRacing. The only reason I am not shortening these pace laps is because somebody's out there shutting off their car trying to make it the whole way. That is the only reason I'm not going to shorten these. All right, we're going to get one to go this time by as they come out of turn number 4. Landon Moody, Tyler Tomasi, Jacob Carr, Zach Lovelace, Shane Haas, and Robert. Your top 6. Eric Gant, Timothy Mesmer, Brandon Stewart, and Scott Helms, your top 10. How about Scott Helms? How did Scott Helms get to the number 10 spot? The only thing we can confirm is he's probably in a Buc-ee's outfit. All right. Oh, what was that? Looking for the green flag. Green flag out of turn number 4. Not really sure what happened there. Tomasi's going to give Moody the room as they head into 1 and 2. Looked like we might have had a couple different strategies going on as Tomasi going to try to look up underneath Landon. I got a feeling this is going to be a hell of a battle at the end of this one. Will Tomasi use that bumper to move Moody? How will Moody handle that? That's going to be the interesting part as they come down the front straightaway as Lovelace looks to the high side. He's looking for third out of turn number 2. Lovelace going to dig out of turn number 2. Drag race down the back straightaway for that number 3 spot. Jacob's going to say, go ahead and take it as they head through turn number 3 and 4. He's definitely at damage. I wonder what those temperatures are looking like in that number 88. Shane going to jump to the outside. I think he almost ran over Jacob. Jumps to the outside, did not hit him. That's going to open the door for Robert. Shane Haas into the wall out of turn number 2. So Shane going to get the wall. That's going to open up that position for Robert as Timothy looks up underneath Shane. How about Timothy racing his way back up to the field with number 88? Down into turn number 1 and 2. We got the top 5 single file. We're watching the battle for 6. Shane Haas holding strong on the outside. He's going to keep that number 6 spot. Move Timothy back to 7. Brandon Stewart racing his way back up into 21 out of turn number. Is that a W on the side? What does he got on the side? Take a better look at that one later as they head through turn number 3 and 4. I think it says NY. Down the front straightaway, everyone pretty much single file as Scott Helms has dropped back as the 24 gets up underneath him. Scott Helms knows you don't get teched if you're outside the top 15. Landon Moody out front. Tyler Tomasi second. Zach Lovelace in third. Jacob in that number 4 spot as Shane Haas and Timothy duking. Oh, big hit. Big hit back there for Eric in the number 21. He's going to keep it straight as they come out of turn number 4. Battle for that 6th spot as Timothy goes to the outside. Really interesting here. It looks like the top side is starting to come in. Top side starting to come in as the 88 digs to the outside. They make contact out of turn number 2. Shane going to keep it straight as Timothy tries to hold on to the 6th position. Oh, gets a little side. He's going to try to cross over to the 46 of Robert. Gets in line. Timothy going to set his sights on the top 5 here as they come out of turn number 2, as we are going to hit halfway through at the line this time by. Timothy digging down low on Robert as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Almost drifts up the track. What's up, Kevin? As they come out of turn number 4, halfway through this one, 50 laps to go. Moody setting the pace here in that number 84. Tomasi in second. Lovelace third. Gotta wonder. Is Tomasi saving his tires and letting Moody try to get away with this one? It'll be interesting to see how this tire wear plays a role. It is, I believe it's going to play a big role here tonight. 50 more laps to go. A little less than 50 laps to go. Timothy now working on that number 5 position. He's going to get it into turn number 3. Shane Haas looking to follow as Robert stays high. Shane looking down low. Shane gets loose out of turn number 4. I'll tell you what, Brandon Stewart filled the void on the high side, kind of forced Shane Haas to continue to try to pass, even though it didn't seem like he really wanted to. Mark Thrash moving his way up to the field and sees some contact back there as Shane gets into the back of Robert, out of turn 2, 4, down the front straightaway, into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Shane Haas looking down low. Oh, he sends it in there. He's got to back out of it. Big brakes on a Shane Haas, not to run over to the 46. Tried to stick his nose in there as Robert slammed the door. Shane hard on the brakes to not bring out that caution. Gotta wonder what that might have done to his tires. It'd be interesting to see what happened as they head into 3 and 4. Robert's gonna give him the room this time as they head out of turn number 4. Oh, we got a caution out of turn number 4. Caution, caution, caution. I think this was a chain effect. Yeah, I'm going to call that. I was just about to mic up and say I'm going to call that one a racing. They started stacking up 4 or 5 cars like that. Just that accordion stops at some point. Pit stops, pit stops. So cars coming down on the pit road. Wow, Timothy going to stay out on the track. You got to wonder if he saved enough gas here or if he thinks he can save enough gas to make it to the end of this one. Track position definitely playing a role here. It is not easy to pass. I'm doing pretty good. Kevin, thank you for the share. I'm doing pretty good. Definitely some decent racing here tonight. Definitely some decent racing. All right, so we are 23 minutes into this one. We're going to get done just about in time for Woo. It's going to be close. I appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you for the share. Definitely appreciate the share. Some good racing, though. Ooh, Aaron's going to stay on pit road. Caution laps do count here. He is staying on. He might be done for this one, but Lucky Dogs and wave arounds are turned on. Shane Haas, I think, went 1 lap down. Nope, he's going to stay on the lead lap as he is catching the field, so he was able to stay on the lead lap. Got some damage repaired, I'm sure, as the caution flag came out. Let's see if we get one to go this time by. So 50... Uh-oh. Brandon going back down onto pit road. Wonder what happened here. Brandon coming on pit road. Oh, he didn't go. He didn't go the first time. He realized that he doesn't have enough gas. Oh, that's going to be tough. That's going to be the second time he is going to the back. Thank you for the share, Carnage Performance Exhaust. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Definitely appreciate those shares. Guys, let me know where you guys are watching from out in the chat. Bryce, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Let me know where you guys are. And the follow. Bryce with the like and the follow. Appreciate that. Let me know where you guys are watching from out there, as we are going to be 40 laps to go at the line. It's going to be interesting to see how these strategies play out. Watching for my iRacing rig. Yeah, me too. Carson, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that follow, Carson. You're watching from Maine? That's awesome. Always appreciate those volunteer firefighters. Definitely. I don't know if you guys know, but man, they do a lot for a little. They get a little bit of a tax incentive, but it ain't much at all. You definitely got to appreciate your local firefighters. They work hard. We got West Virginia out there. I've seen that one. Virginia. As we look for the green flag. Out of turn 4, Timothy on the gas. Ohio for Carson. Appreciate that. Green flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. Scott Holmes trying to battle for that number 2 position. He's going to get into the door. Zach Smith. Zach Smith up the track. Going to be interesting to see how these faster cars make their way up through the field as we head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Harold Ralph down low trying to make his way up. We know Harold knows how to save gas. I wonder how many of these guys were shutting off their cars. Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing what they give you guys. I know a lot of people think you guys get some huge tax benefit from it, but it's not a lot. You guys put your lives on the line for us for very little bit, if you ask me. Timothy leading the way. Scott Holmes in second. Harold Ralph in third. I'm going to race. I'm going to race R. As we head down the front straightaway to turn number 1 and 2. 64 laps in the books. Let's go check on our fast guys. Looks like Landon Moody in the number 84. He is making his way up through. It's Tomasi struggling a little bit in that number 26. Stuck in traffic. I know he is yelling in Discord right now or wherever he's at. Evan, thank you for the share. Oh, I know. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Timothy out front leading the way as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 34 laps to go. Battle contact for second as Harold Ralph looks up underneath Helms. Helms going to drift up the track. He's going to lose a couple spots as they come out of turn number 2. Move Helms back to 4. Harold Ralph up to second. Here comes Helms looking back up underneath as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Back to single file. Helms probably not happy with that contact. Not really sure if they got together as the caution flag comes out. Caution, caution, caution. Ooh! Oh. Cody, we're going to chalk that one up as a race. They just kind of got together up in that top lane. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think he knew where he was either. Who's the driver that causes the most crashes? Probably Scott Holmes. Just kidding, Scott. I don't know. They all cause their own cautions. All right, so the 8 of Aaron gonna get a wave around here as he comes into turn number 3 and 4. He gets his lap back. That puts him back on the lead lap here. As Timothy continues to lead. Harold Ralph second, Scott Helms in third. Yeah, some good racing. These guys are really holding on to these tires. These tires have to be screaming at some of these guys. All right, so sidecar looking, yeah. Harold is creeping forward, and he is good at these types of races. He is good at these types of races. Look at Landon Moody. Landon Moody and Zach Lovelace have made their way up into that 5th and 6th spot. Tomasi just behind those guys. It's going to be, these three are definitely going to duke it out at the end. And Timothy could have enough car if he has saved enough gas. Oh, Timothy pitted like on lap 26. So Timothy saving some gas. He might actually make this one. Scott Helms. Oh, Harold Ralph. So all the top three have pit. The only person that has not pitted is going to be the number 38 of Mark Thrash. So the only one that has not hit pit road. I get what you're saying now, Mark. I definitely get what you're saying. All right, we're going to get it stacked up 2 by 2 as they head out of turn. Look, we want to talk about fronts. You want to take this to the dirt track? All right, looking for user. Thank you for the share. Appreciate that. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, waiting on Timothy. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Timothy gets on the gas. Good jump for Landon Moody down on the outside. It looks like Lovelace is probably going to get the worst of that one. Ooh, oh, we got a little bit of contact there between Moody and Helms. as Helms looks up underneath Harold Ralph. Through turn number 3 and 4, Mark Thrash comes down into Moody just a tick as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn at number 1 and 2. Moody going to try to take that number 4 position. He's going to take it out of turn number 2. Move Moody up to 4. Lovelace trying to dig his way up through. Nowhere for Tomasi to go as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 25 laps to go. We got trouble. Trouble in the back. Trouble in the back. Trouble in the back. Caution, caution, caution. Nope, no caution. No caution flag. Out of turn number 4, Harold Ralph leading the way. Or Timothy leading the way. We're going to take a look and see where these guys are. As John Ott gets it going straight. Not really sure what happened there, but it did not bring out the caution flag. Oh, we got contact between Mark Thrash and Moody. They're going to make contact into turn number 3. Thrash going to try to make his way around as they come out of turn number 4. What a race for third down the front straightaway. Yeah, I didn't see what happened. We didn't get a caution, so we're letting it roll. We'll probably get one. We'll let iRacing do what it's going to do and let the strategy work out how it's going to work out. Out of turn number 4, coming to the line, it's going to be Landon Moody digging the outside. Mark Thrash. Oh, they... Oh, God, Scott Helms. Oh, he's going to get the wall as Timothy leads the way. Harold Ralph second. Landon Moody, Mark Thrash, and Shane Haas, your top 5. Tomasi looking for his way in. You got to wonder how impatient he's going to be getting as they come to 20 laps to go this time by. 20 laps to go. Tomasi looking like he's got some speed in the 26. Did he save enough tire for this one? I'm telling you, the 84 and the 26 and the 33 are definitely ones to watch. They might be a little ways back, but here comes Moody. He has led all the beginning part of this race. He is working his way up into that number 2 spot. And ooh, Mark Thrash. Was that Mark or Harold or Shane that blinked out? But one of those guys blinked out quite a bit as they head into 3 and 4. Ooh, a little bit of contact between Harold and Landon. Harold's going to get sideways. Mark Thrash going to take advantage. He's going to move up to that number 3 position, maybe, into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Tomasi following suit, trying to get into that top 4 as they come out of turn number 2. Oh, this could be interesting, especially if we get a late race restart as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Tomasi trying to get up underneath Thrash as they come down the front straightaway. I've warned Tomasi, that is the widest car on the track in front of him as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact there between Tomasi and Harold as Harold came down trying to get as much speed through the corner as he can. He gets into the wall. Nowhere for Lovelace to go. Dylan's going to dive up underneath Shane. We got moves happening everywhere as these tires seem to be really giving these drivers an issue. It'll be interesting. We could get a caution, but Moody's caught him. 3/10. Tim might be in trouble here. Timothy, or Thumathy as I call him, might be in trouble here as we got a battle for that number 3 position. Here comes Tomasi. Tomasi gonna slide up across the nose of Thrash. Thrash back with the cut down. Oh, Tomasi gonna pinch him down. He's gonna dive up underneath. Will he get him loose out of turn number 2? Does give him a little bump, but not enough as they head into turn number 3. Here comes Tomasi down low. Tomasi gonna ship it in. Mark Thrash tries to go low. Tomasi pitches it down as the yellow flag came out. That was awfully interesting, and I warned you, Tomasi, that is the widest car on the track right there you just passed. Let's see what happened to Hart. All right, so I think Hartman might have expected Harold to be a little bit higher, and then that code took over. You never actually hit him, Hartman. Definitely a fast car. Definitely a fast car as we are going to get a restart here tonight. I'll tell you what, the one person... You agree with that assessment, Cody? Yeah, then that code took over and it was barely. Take it, Tomasi. We got a Tomasi. We got a Tomasi pick out there. No pressure, Tomasi. I know you're watching the stream. No pressure. All right. So we are going to... Yeah, I'm going to let it roll through because I know there's some people playing strategy. I want to make sure that they can do what they got to do. Regardless. But I appreciate you letting me know. What's up, Bobby Birch? I know who that is. So we do it normally every Thursday. We will be, we're going to be alternating these in the street stocks during Road to Pro, though, because I'm not going to make people pick these over Road to Pro. Man is playing shots. Yeah, he is. He is. That was a great race between those guys. All right. Will we get that one to go this time by? These guys trying to keep some heat in the tires. You can see these guys moving up to the high side. It's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. Tomasi could put himself in an awfully interesting position if he can time Timothy's start. Landon going to be in the tough spot on the outside, but Landon's got some speed. We've seen some people get the outside to work. We got one picking Timothy. Timothy is picking Timothy. They are two different Timothys, just so you know. Anybody can race it. So we are working it into a league, though. It will be after Road to Pro. So I'm kind of recruiting right now. And I'm going to run two different series. You just have to run these races. And what I'm going to do is right before Road to Pro, I'm going to separate the fast guys and the not as fast guys and run a pro league and a novice league. The novice league will run 8:30 Eastern on Wednesday, and the pro league will run on Thursdays at 8:30. All right, we are looking for the green flag. Will this be the final restart of the night? Green flag is out. Great start by Tomasi. Moody might have been a little too far back as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Tomasi trying to take advantage. This is what Timothy needs. What's happening behind him? He's got to take advantage and get some separation between these two. Neither one of these guys are going to let off. Out of turn number 4, Moody's going to absolutely drive the hell out of that thing. Out of turn number 4 as they get 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go. Tomasi's going to hope Moody gets up there. Maybe a little bit of contact or get some racing, and he can get around those two. We're going to find out as they come out of turn number 4. Going to be caution, caution, caution. All right, we're going to try to go back and take a look at... Oh, the 88 of Jacob might have just lost it out of turn number 2. Ooh, yeah. All right, so Jacob just loses it in the 88. Goes around. All right, so I'm going to ask, is anybody opposed to me shortening these so that we can get these laps into race? Because I will go one to go right now. All right, get them lined up, guys. I want to give these guys an opportunity to race a couple laps. Next week's going to be street stocks. And then the week after. I've been playing around with the tracks and stuff, seeing what I want to do for the season. So I do some testing during the week and pick it kind of late. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Good jump by Timothy as we get 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go into turn number 1 and 2. Tomasi trying to take advantage of a good start as they come out of turn number 2. Landon Moody does not want to see this. He needs every lap he can to get to Timothy. Timothy looking to hold on here tonight as they come out of turn number 2. It's going to be 3 laps to go at the line. Tomasi's going to move back down to the bottom side. Moody, I thought, might have found something on the high side, but here comes... caution, caution, caution. Let's see what happened here. The 8 gets to the wall. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. Alright, we're gonna let this run out. It's a white checker anyway. Oof. Really sure what happened to Aaron Ote here. It looks like he just lose it. He got. Yeah, he had an issue. Oh, he had a little bit of contact, got the wall, and almost got the wall, but I don't know. He was just gathering the car in and let it roll. I'll ask the winner what the paper or not, what their favorite flavor is. I'll check. We'll check. My car's a little messed up, says Kevin. All right, so we got a little bit of caution flags here. We're gonna let this one go. Bobby, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Gonna be interested to see how this one works out as Timothy leads the field. And it's a shame that we're getting these cautions late because this was shaping up to be one heck of a battle for the lead. It is now looking like it's going to be one heck of a battle for second. Timothy is really going to have to make a mistake here to lose this one. This is Tim's race to lose at this point. And the question is, how is Mark Thrash doing? Is he going to make it? Green-white tracker definitely has to put him on edge right here. Mark, are you sweating a little?
What's up?
I said, are you sweating a little bit at this point?
I was with like 20 to go. Now I'm sitting. I'm good.
All right, so we're gonna get winner chicken dinner. All right, let's see if they get 1 to go this time, or if it's gonna be 2 to go at the line. Looks like yep, 1 to go. 1 to go at the line. These guys gonna re-rack them, restack them. Who knows what will happen there? This is the first attempt at a green-white checker. Yeah, it was a rough one, Dylan. You raced your butt off for sure. It's hard. It'll get better. It'll get better. You know that. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. When is Timothy gonna fire him off? Timothy in control here. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Looking for turn number 1 and 2. Battle for second. Will we make the white flag? That's gonna be the biggest question here. Tomasi down low, Moody up high. They make a little contact out of 2. Moody was leading on Tomasi out of turn number 2. Tomasi going to ship it through turn number 3 and 4. Moody's going to absolutely hammer the gas out of 4 as they get the white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go into turn at number 1 and 2. Timothy out front. Landon Moody second. Tomasi third as they come out of... Oh, we got one into the wall. One to the wall back there. One more time through 3 and 4. Oh, Mark Thrash in the back of Tomasi. It's going to be Timothy at the end. Moody second. Tomasi third. Thrash and Lovelace. Your top 5. We are running street stocks at Charlotte next. We call it Woot. It's a little bit crazy. All right, top 3. If you could just give me a picture up front. I'm sure Lovelace will get it for me. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna line these guys. We're gonna line these guys up front as Scott Helms. Scott Helms. Scott Helms, you got to screw up the picture. And look, Tomasi's the only one setting up the car right. I should think my dirt guys would know better than that. I guess that's what we're going to get here as we get ready for interviews. It probably won't end for a couple hours. It'll be a while. All right, so we're going to go through the results really quick. It is going to be Timothy with the win, Landon Moody second, Tyler Tomasi in third. Going to be Mark Thrash fourth, Lovelace fifth, Shane Haas in sixth, Harrelf seventh, Scott Helms eighth, Eric in ninth, Jacob Carr in 10th, Michael 11th, Aaron Ote in 12th, John Ott 13th. Going to be Robert 14th, Dylan Hartman in 15th, Zach Smith, Brandon Stewart, Joshua 17th, 18th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. And then it's going to be, that's it, Bradley in that number 19 position. Let's go ahead and bring in this top three. What a freaking race. These guys really had to work for it. Thought it was going to be easy, but it was not. All right, we're going to see if I set up the sound right in here. Can you guys say anything?
Hey.
Okay, good.
Hey.
All right, what a freaking race here tonight. Timothy playing some strategy, took an early pit stop, got him out front. Track position meaning a lot, but Landon was coming, and so was Tomasi. Tomasi, I know you're not a huge one on these late models, but man, what a run through. Did a good job, but it was just so hard to pass Landon there at that.
Yeah, it was just the track position was key, and then we were saving tires really hard up front for a while, but I knew it was gonna be difficult with the pit strategy. I knew that was kind of what was gonna. I even said it on your stream. I'm how you're gonna choke it on pit road, but we were pretty close on fuel, but it was just hard to pass. It's hard to get the drive up off on these, and I knew that it was gonna be very hard unless I sent it into the back of the 17 or something crazy like that to be able to win.
But good race. It seemed like everybody pretty respectful up at the front. I mean, you got to feel good about how tonight went. I mean, you were top three all day and finishing top three. I mean, that's got to be a good feeling. I mean, you don't always get comfortable in these races, especially in those cars.
Yeah, it was good race up front. It was scary in the back. I'm sure you saw it. We were like 3 and 4 wide a lot. It was hard to pass, but yeah, I just had to be patient. No, I'm very happy with tonight. I thought I wasn't even gonna make it in based on practice. I was all over the place, but I'm pretty good at tire saving, just not pit strategy.
You don't have to pit in real life with what you do.
I mean, sometimes I do, and I rip the right front off.
Oof. Well, great run here tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to? Maybe tell people where to find your real life racing page.
Yeah, you can find my real life racing page on Tyler Tomasi Racing on Facebook or Tyler Tomasi on Instagram. I'd like to thank RLS Performance, Caddick Title Company, Brightside Behavioral Health, and my family and everyone who helps me in real life. And yeah, I haven't done a broadcasted race in a while, and good way to come out.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. It was actually pretty good. I get bored sometimes with asphalt races, but that was a good one.
Yeah.
We see all those guys down in Scott Helms' interview room. You know what's funny is they can all mute and deafen each other and all that good stuff. So we'll see if they get that figured out. But Landon, man, lead the first part of this race. Got a little out strategized by Timothy. You needed those green flag laps at that.
Yeah, it does be cautions again. Just badly timed yellows and just had no pace on restarts at all. I'd get Mossy, he would just kill me on the starts, and it just shows you how inside lane on restarts here is you're just such at a disadvantage on the outside here on restarts, and the inside's a bit way to go. And but it's just you just try to hope you can get the car set up for turn one around the top, and it's just really tough to get the top to work here because you got to keep all your momentum up, and it's definitely a tough track to navigate around here on the restarts and first couple laps after.
Looks like you found a little something late on the high side. I don't know how tires played a strategy. I know you had to pass the widest car at MDITV, Mark Thrash, at one point, but
Yeah.
how was the tire strategy? And did you find a little something on the high side? Because you got a big run on Timothy coming out of Ford, just too little, too late.
I mean, top lane was definitely there at the end. I was definitely making some ground up on the top there. I kind of wish we'd have only done that one green white checker because I think I would have had a legit shot at him and just yet again, cautions just didn't play out in my favor. And Timothy, he did play a little bit. He played strategy a lot better than I did. And I'll tell you this too. I don't think I would have lasted a few more restarts. I was definitely running on empty pretty much, but we had just enough to make it. And it's just a tough race overall. But tire saving was, I wasn't even pushing hard the first 50 plus laps or so. I was just, me and Tyler were just riding and just backing it down way early and just rolling the corner, just saving as much tire as we can.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that as you guys were running up front. You really weren't pushing each other. But good run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I'll just thank you, James, for putting this deal up together. It's always fun to do. My family and friends watching. My buddies for hanging out tonight. Timothy, congratulations on the win. Micah, Scott, Clint, obviously all of them hang out and race. Good fun, and we'll take a P2. Just last two late model races, first and a second, so can't really complain too much.
Well, good race, and now Timothy, I'm sure he's mowing down on a chicken biscuit there from Bojangles, and a sweet tea. Must feel good sitting in victory lane. Well, those thumbs got to be tired though.
100 laps around here is a little bit different from 100 laps that I've ran on dirt. You know, these things like to turn left but not right, so kind of wears you out, you know, just holding it left the entire time. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you played that strategy, kind of short pitted everybody. You were a little bit further in the pack. Figured you'd probably do something a little bit different. Pitted with on lap 26 there, and did you have to save anything, any gas wise, or were you pretty good once you made that pit stop?
Well, early on in the race, I intentionally fell back to save tires because, you know, on asphalt, you know, it's harder to save tires than it is on dirt, just simply because on dirt you can do everything with throttle control, and you know, on asphalt you really got to use the brakes a lot more to get the car down into the corner and not, you know, slide off. So strategy helped me a lot. But fuel wise, I think I was 15 laps to the good there at the end. I overfueled by about 2.5 gallons just to be sure because I didn't know how many cautions we were going to have and how many restarts, because every restart, you know, you burn up a lot of fuel having to go from second to third and third to fourth. So I kind of overestimated my fuel, or underestimated my fuel burn and overestimated how much I was going to need. And it worked at the end. You know, pitting, I think me, Scott, and a few other people pit pretty early, just so that way we could be able not to have to worry about it later on in the race, not lose any positions that we gain later on. And, you know, it really helped me there. And then right before Landon and Tyler and all the top 5 pitted, you know, I made a real big push and went from 14th up to 6th because I know the top 6 were probably going to pit all at the same time. And it benefited me being able to go from, you know, 6th to 1st and then just dictate my own pace for almost the second half of the race. On them last few restarts, it was pretty close. I know that Landon had a lot of speed on the top. He was just about the only one that could run it consistently near the end of the race. And, you know, Tyler and Landon were both at the front all night, so I know they were going to be, you know, hard to beat there at the end. And it just came up to chance, really. I got lucky with a couple cautions, and that last green white checkered really helped because as soon as we took the white, I knew the race was over, and they were still side by side behind me. So as long as I was able to drive it deep and not get tired, I figured I'd be able to pull something out.
Well, great run here tonight. Having that track position on that restart had to be absolutely crucial here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors, and tell people where they can find your real life races, because you're doing some dirt late models this year.
Yeah, you can find our real life team, Me Summer Family Racing, on Facebook and TikTok, and then you can find us over on Twitter at Timothy Wayne M33. And then everybody that helps me in my real life program, DRD Graphics, Taylor Family Farms, Dixie Metal Works and Racing, my uncle Phil, my uncle Mike, you know, my entire family, they've had my back through the entire journey of getting everything ready. And then, you know, Landon, I mean, everybody over there from the Landon Moody crew. You know, you had Landon, you had everybody. Clint was in there. Clint was, he was giving some insight and some feedback. It was interesting to say the least. Them boys help a lot. Even when you're not expecting it, they're there to help. Early on, me and Scott, after we pitted, decided to try to set our own pace. It was good knowing that the guy starting behind me on a restart wasn't gonna drive through me into turn one. So it felt really good. Even when Landon got behind me, it felt really good to know that.
Well, good run tonight. We're gonna do some loot. You gonna come run some street stocks with us at Charlotte?
I might as well test my luck.
All right. Well, have a good one, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. And we're gonna get up to the new session.
All right.
Good job, Landon.
Oh yeah, thank you, dude.
That was fun.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Appreciate you guys for coming out. Well, not tonight for this race. We will be back in about 30 minutes with Street Stocks at Charlotte. It is going to be a wild one, guys. Until then, be safe and have a good night.